Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Back with another video. I'm smiling a lot for a man that experienced the game that you all did on Saturday. 1-1 against Huddersfield for you that don't know. Um, Mixed emotions, big time from that game. Obviously, it was a must win for us, must win for them. More importantly, the draw sees them go down. Which is I haven't got nothing against Huddersfield Town, to be honest. Obviously, it's a selfish game. You've got to be in it for yourself, and we was to an extent for the first half. You could argue. Um, upon watching the game back twice now, I can't help but feel frustrated, and I know a lot of you Blues fans are frustrated. Obviously, there was an incident after the game. Not really an incident, but a lot of the fans were singing "You're not fit to wear the shirt," and Jay Stansfield took offence to that. And to be honest, I think we can all safely say it wasn't aimed at Jay Stansfield. God bless the kid. He's on loan and he's running his bollocks off every single game without fail. I spoke about him before. It wasn't aimed at him, but obviously the fact that he was annoyed at it tells me more about him than it does about them. If you think about it like that way, he's pissed off. He's thinking, why are you singing that, man? I'm grafting. It's not aimed at you, mate. It's aimed at the other people. I tell you what, my dad used the right word. The first 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the second half, where we conceded the goal, gutless. Gutless defending it was. And, I try not to slag off the players, but for the first half, I felt like we had a level of composure. They had a few half chances, nothing to write home about. I thought at some points we looked in control. When you get that feeling like Blues seem to go forward sometimes and think we need to score. We need to score. We have to score. And it's like, it's the 16th minute. You're 0-0. You don't have to score yet. Get control of the game. Work out the playing patterns. What are they looking like defensively? Test out a few of their fullbacks. If not, pass it back. Keep control of the ball. Do you know what I mean? You haven't got to score every time you go forward. And I felt like Blues actually looked, going forward against Huddersfield, they looked cool, calm and composed. Picking out the passes, playing it back if it weren't quite working, having a look for other options. It looked, I tell you what, I know we went into the game nervous. It looked like a reassuring first 20 minutes. I think they had a few shots, but other than that, I wasn't really worried. Going into the game, we've got a great defensive record under Rowett, so I didn't think it that much of an issue. There was a few chances where you think you need to be shooting there. Anderson's, I thought, just have a shot when you're this close to the box. I felt like on a few of the pages after, a lot of the Blues fans felt the same. We were snatching at chances, do you know what I mean? Anderson had one where you think, just shoot, put some power behind it and see what happens. Miyoshi's first one, you think you've got to hit it first time. Thankfully, he landed on his second one though. That was a beauty that he put away. Again though, he took the shot, little bit of luck, hit off the post, went in. That you don't. What's the old saying? You don't win the raffle if you don't buy a ticket. He's had a shot. See what happens. It worked out. That's one thing I don't feel like we've quite been doing enough of this season. And it's great for him. I like Miyoshi. He puts in a lot. He puts in a lot every game. And I'm not going to lie. There is moments in his game where I do think, what are you doing? You know what I mean? He gets bullied off the ball. Or he hasn't quite got the physicality. Not his fault. But, being that side, you have to try other methods. I see some of them, he goes into like challenges with fullbacks and defenders, and I'm thinking, you're never going to win that. You're never going to outstrength him. But on a whole, I like Miyoshi. I feel like he's in the hearts of a lot of Blues fans, just for the amount of graft he put in. And we spoke last video, the stuff he does defensively doesn't really get mentioned, and he does do a lot, to be fair. So first off, you look at it and you think that's a decent away performance there. Do you know what I mean? Like it was going to be tough. I couldn't help but feel, and this is no disrespect to Huddersfield, because I know we're not much better, so I don't want Huddersfield fans watching this thinking, what is he on about? In the first opening minutes, first 20 minutes, I was looking at it and think, Jesus, Huddersfield looks shit. Like really bad. Just simple passes being missed. They ran it out for play a few times. We just sliced them open defensively. I thought, God, these look bad. And then they didn't look so bad in the first 15, 20 minutes of that second half. I tell you that, man. They come out swinging. Was it Rondon? He reminded me a bit of, and in a good way. Do you remember Todd Cantwell for Norwich? A few seasons ago, he had a game against us where he ran their team. I think he may have even got a penalty and scored it. I can't remember, but you know when like one player is just epitomising the whole threat of that team. I felt like everything was coming for him. He looked really good. I'm not being funny. If we did stay up and they went down, I'd have a look at trying to, see what he's saying. Can we get him? I thought he was brilliant. I went Northern then. He were dead good. But yeah, I thought he was really good. So yeah, come out 15. I don't know what the team talk would have been at half time. Rowett must have expected them. These guys, they're fighting for their lives. Do you know what I mean? He must have expected a reaction in the first 15, 20. And I did hear the commentator say at one point, I was watching on Blues TV, we were expecting them to come out, but not come out this hard. What do you mean? Of course they're going to come out this hard. They're in a relegation battle. They're fighting for their lives. Do you know what I mean? So the goal they scored was abysmal. And I'm gonna name names. Oh, it's not like players are ever going to see it, but it has to be mentioned, man. I've watched it back. I don't know what Sanderson's doing. He's in no man's land. He's not marking any of their forwards. He's not helping Buchanan from stopping the pass from coming in. He's just here. He's in no man's land. Maybe looking for an interception or I don't know, but everything's going on behind him. Say Buchanan and whoever's over there. Everything's happening behind him. The pass comes past him, and it's literally just like open in the box. Two people open. They were. Bielik was on another guy coming back. He thought, it's poor, man. It's really poor. Rowett would have been fuming with that because he's a defensive guy. Do you know what I mean? So I can't imagine he was happy. And then I thought, right, let's see the reaction then. And the game kind of fell flat, in my opinion, for 10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes. They had a few subs. We made some subs. Dembele come on. I was quite excited to see that. He was one of them, weren't it? He had a pop and he cut in off on the outside of the fullback. Had a shot that went up into the stands, and you think you're never going to score from there. And it was perfect for a little chop, a little chop back, maybe finessing the other corner. I know it's easy to say when you're watching the game, but you think someone of Dembele's ability, you think they'd have the ability to do a fake shot or maybe try to just get past him. Because you're never going to score from where he shot. And then, who else did we bring on? We brought Pritchard, Mark Roberts and Djukovic. Didn't really have an impact, any of them. It pains me to say it because I love Djukovic. No impact really, and the game kind of fizzled out. And to say that a game fizzled out for two teams in a relegation battle, it says a lot about both teams. Stansfield still sprinting to the last minute, absolutely standard. Sunic had a good game, I think. But yeah, a game, a fight to the death. Two survival teams, relegation teams, should never fizzle out. So to use that word is a bit bizarre, and I feel like Huddersfield fans will feel the same. Like it was, I think a lot of the comments I saw from them was too little, too late from their players. But that's in the past now. We look forward to. I can't believe this drama is still going. I've said it time and again. I remember back in the Millwall game, I said if we can get 2-3 wins, we're done. We haven't got to worry about relegation. I think we had 42 points back then, maybe even 40. We could have had this done, and it's easy to say you're in relegation for a reason. Do you know what I mean? It's relegation form, but you can't help but feel like we could have been out of this a long time ago. I remember Blues fans saying, "I ain't worried about relegation, but we could play better." So, what does this look like for Saturday? And for those of you that don't know, it's 12:30 kickoffs, so don't get caught out by that one. 12:30 kickoffs, anything could happen. If Blues win, does that mean we stay up? No, absolutely not. I wish that was the case, but it's not. So we got Norwich at home. Norwich is, I've had a look, their away form, they're 17th for away form. We're 23rd. but we're at home. But just to give you some perspective of where they sit, they're 17th on away form. Home form over the last couple of games, we're up there. Don't take that to the bank though. That doesn't mean anything. It's last day. They still need playoffs. I was hoping they'd be on the beach by now, but it's looking like with Sheffield battering West Brom the other day. Oh, that's one thing before we even move on. Sorry, I'm trying not to blow the mic. Can we just give a little clap for Sheffield? I'll rate them. If you're a Sheffield fan, fair play to you, like, man. Me and my dad were saying, that's what a relegation team does. That not just the way you slap West Brom, but the past 3 or 4 fixtures, you went out there and look. I hope you don't mind me saying, there's not a lot of quality in that team. Sorry, Windass. I see that name every week. He pops up. I always have an acca, a little five-fold. I see Windass's name pop up every week. I see Barry Bannon pushing the team. I hate Barry Bannon. I hate him. He's a Villa man, isn't he? Pushing the team, fighting. He went to the Hawthorns and went, "You, do you know what I mean? We're to do what we want to do." I just thought fair play to him. That's a proper team. That is good fans, Sheffield as well. Proper good away following. I remember they come to St Andrews a few seasons ago, back when we had Jude Bellingham. I think we won actually 2-1. I think Djukovic and Hogan scored, but they had a good away following, man. Good fans. But fair play to you boys, man. I wish Blues had more of what you've got in terms of fight and heart. But anyway, so got distracted then. So Blues win. That will lead us up to what we are. That will lead us up to 50 points. We're on a minus 16 goal difference. I think Plymouth is on a minus 12 goal difference, and Blackburn is also on a minus 16 goal difference. So Plymouth are on 48 points as well. So if one of them lose and we win, we stay up, depending on goal difference. Now, you'd think if we win and they lose, our goal difference will be better than Blackburn's, because if it is level, it goes to goals scored, and they beat us on that. So you think that would be the case. So that's what it all rests on. And I saw a few romance posts on Facebook about, do you reckon Joe Bellingham's going to do us a favour? Obviously, he plays for Sunderland, and they've got Plymouth. So, but you know what, Sunderland are shaky, and I wouldn't be surprised if Plymouth done him. Hopefully Joe Bellingham runs his socks off for the Blues, but how much he cares, I don't know. What was the other one for Blackburn? Who are Blackburn playing? Blackburn are away to Leicester. That was it. That's the one you'd expect Leicester to do that. They come Leicester at home. That's massive. You'd expect them to beat them, which tells me we're literally just relying on ourselves. Obviously, you can't worry about anyone else. You need to go out there and win a game of football first and foremost. But they're the requirements for us surviving. You know what? And I never thought I'd really hear myself saying this, but if we survived, I can't help but feel like we've robbed it. Because, we don't deserve to stay up, do we? I've watched us for the past 10 games, 10, 12 games. We're a League One team. And I know some people don't want to wear it, and it's because of managers, it's because of that. As people, 6 managers can't be wrong. Rooney told us in December, he said the shit. In so many words, he said the shit. I'm trying. And we didn't want to wear it, and I was the same. I weren't no better than anyone. I didn't want to wear it because it was coming from Rooney. I think that's what it was. I don't like him as a manager. Phenomenal player. Fine. We got told, 6 managers have told us, I'm struggling here. Do you know what I mean? It is this group of players, they just haven't got the fight. I don't doubt. Well, I think I say a lot is we've got the quality and no fight. And that quality bit, I'm clinging to it at the minute, man, because, I really don't want to slag off our own players, but as a fan, man, it's just so hard sometimes, isn't it? You know when you think, and it's easy to think, if I was out there, I'd be throwing up after the match. Do you know what I mean? I'd be sprinting, and I know it's easy to say, but some of the players come off, man, and some of them don't even look that tired. I know you can't tell too much from that, but you just think, man, you don't give a shit. Hey, why is Jay Stansfield a loney? Why does he care so much? Is that just the type of person he is? Has he just come to love the Blues? I hope it's the second one. But if you was Jay Stansfield now, honest to God, and we stayed up, and we had the money to buy him, would you want to sign up for this? Like, I know I know the trajectory is upwards, and I know, like, that's would you want to sign up for that amount of pressure again? Seeing how much we rely on him. I know we'll build in the summer and whatnot, but damn, man, it's a big ask. He's only a young lad, man, and he runs his bollocks off. But I don't want to be too negative. I feel mildly confident for Saturday. And to be fair, if we go back a few videos ago, who did I say will go down? I said it'd be Rotherham, Huddersfield, Blackburn. I did say that. You can go back and have a look. And if that does happen, you can expect to see me clipping and putting that in the next video. As of here, I'll have me kit off. I'll be doing a lot. So yeah, Blue Noses, let me know your thoughts, man. Let us know in the comments. What are you feeling? What's your thoughts on the team? Any standouts of the season? I'd like to see more Cody Drama. I'd like to see him. I don't know if it's a smart thing to pull him back into the squad after he's been out for a little bit, just out of favour. Jordan James can't seem to get a minute. Don't know what's going on there. He's probably in the departure lounge. I don't know. I try to, before I do a video, I think let's not be too negative. Let's be positive. And I've said some positive stuff, but very hard to be negative. Very hard to be positive sometimes. And I don't want to seem like woe is me. But when you see some of them Saturday performances and you think one win would have seen us, Rotherham, Huddersfield, it probably wouldn't have seen us out, but we'd be in a bloody better position now, and I feel a lot more confident only needing a draw against Norwich, and then we're definitely up and not relying on anyone else, or you know what I mean. So let us know your thoughts. Anyone new to the channel, anyone new for viewing, man, welcome to the channel. It's not what we always do here, but I'm really loving making the Blues content. I'm actually excited to do YouTube again. Obviously, the channel's been going for 4 years, and I'm excited, and I like it. I've got a passion for the Blues, so expect to see more content like this. So I'm really enjoying doing it, and hopefully next season I'll vlog the games. We'll get down the games, and we'll have one of them ones. But for now, keep right on, and best of luck, and I'll speak to you all Friday before the game. We'll talk about the Blues and Norwich lineup, and how I think that's going to work, and what are your thoughts on the game, and how nervous are you? Anyway, keep right on. Take it easy, guys. See you soon. Like, comment, subscribe.